Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for tuning in to the Chapter 2 summary of Breakthrough Advertising. I know that these videos don't get that many views, but to be honest, they're probably the most valuable videos on my entire channel. So, yeah, props to you if you're watching this and following along. So, this will be Chapter 2 of Breakthrough Advertising, and I noticed in my previous videos I had so much information, so much text on the slides. I really condensed this one down to just the most important parts of this chapter, and this is a very important chapter. So I got rid of all the fluff that you can find in most books. This book is insanely valuable, but this video in this chapter breakdown will be the most important parts of Chapter 2. So yeah, let's get right into it. Yeah, if you have any questions, please comment down below. Okay, so Chapter 2 is all about your prospect's state of awareness. So the gist of this entire chapter is understanding the awareness level of your prospect is key to crafting effective headlines. And you can think of headlines as script writing, or just actual headlines in primary text and headlines and subheadings on your landing page. But all of this entire book can be applied to like running video ads or writing scripts for video ads. Back then they didn't have that. So this book is all about direct response mail advertising, which is just, text and headlines, but everything we learn we can apply to crafting video ads. So understanding the awareness level of your prospect is key to crafting effective headlines. You want to align your messaging with where the customer is in the buying process. And this will all make sense at the end of this video. And when you break down video scripts, basically every single sentence is a headline. They're there for a reason. They're very important, and you don't want to have unimportant headlines or sentences in your video scripts. So if you treat your script writing using these principles, your scripts are going to be greatly improved for conversions for any person, depending on their level of awareness. You can write ads for each level. So that's kind of what we're going to get into today. Okay, so what are the awareness levels of prospects? Well, there is 4 different levels of awareness. You have the most aware, you have product aware, problem aware, and completely unaware. Each level requires a different approach to headline writing, and I'm about to go through each one and give you guys examples of headlines that correspond with each level of awareness. So yeah, let's do it. So number 1 is most aware. These prospects already know your product and want it. Headlines for them can focus on price or availability or product name or product name. So example, get gas now $2 per gallon. Everyone in America and probably most parts of the world know about gas and prices. When we drive past a gas station, the only thing we look at is the price, and then we go to the cheapest one. It's that easy. It's the easiest to advertise in. If I'm going to open up a gas location, all I need to do is show a better price, and I'm selling gas, and customers will come. It's the easiest place to advertise, but it's also the most competitive. And I added this. I read this chapter and literally made image ads for my brand and made them for bottom of the funnel. So this works very well for bottom of the funnel ads, image ads with name of your product and a discounted price, because this will retarget people that have been to your website, who have checked out on your store, and they already know your brand, they already know your product name, and now they see a discounted price because they already know what your original price was. And it usually has a very high ROAS and a very high conversion rate because, again, it's the most easiest to advertise. So test it out. Just make an image with your product name and say was $150, now it's $100, and then use discount code 15 off or something like that. Test it out. Okay, so that is most aware. And then the second level of awareness is product aware. So prospects know the product but are not yet convinced they need it. You want to reinforce product benefits, new features, or eliminate past limitations or objections. So example, now with 20% longer battery life, so you can go further without charging. This emphasizes a new feature to convince the prospect to buy. Think about any time a new car comes out, for example, the Cybertruck. Obviously people know about trucks, right? So The Cybertruck obviously stands out simply by its look, but also the fact that it's faster than like a Porsche 911, and like better than an F-150. Like these are the benefits. They reinforce the product benefits. They show off the features and eliminate objections. That is product aware, and you'll find a lot of your advertising in product aware. Okay. And then number 3 would be problem aware. So prospects know they have a problem, but aren't aware that your product is the solution. Headlines must highlight the solution without directly mentioning the product. Example, tired of slow computers, finally experience speed that never lags. The focus is on the problem, slow computers, and presents the solution, speed that never lags, without naming the product. So you're not being pushy and dropping your brand name or product price or product name because people don't know about it yet. So you need to get them through the funnel and become more aware of your product. Okay. So, and then the final and 4th stage is completely unaware. These prospects don't know they have a problem or that your product even exists. The headline should focus on emotions or identification before introducing the product. Example, why do some people never get tired? It's super, super broad. You can apply this to almost anyone can almost read this and think like, oh, okay, interesting. This headline sparks curiosity and taps into the prospect's emotions before introducing a product related to the energy or wellness. So it's not very salesy at all. It just gets people curious and start to think about the problem that they might have. And then you can slowly work in your product once they enter different levels of awareness of your product and brand. Okay, so this is kind of the entire point of headlines that Eugene Schwartz talks about. The headline job is to stop the prospect and get them to read the first sentence of the ad. This can also be replaced with the word hook. And then each headline must compel the reader to move on to the next. So simply put, your headline only has one job, and that headline job is to get the reader, to read the next headline and get all the way down the funnel and consume as much information as they can on your landing page, on your landing page and product page to ultimately buy your product, right? Okay. So how do you adapt to different awareness levels? This is pretty simple. Your headline should match the prospect's awareness. So when you're crafting your ads, you should be thinking, what level of awareness am I writing this ads towards? So if you're writing your ad for a most aware audience, again, focus on price and availability, say your product name, your brand name, and a discounted price. That's all you need to do from the most aware, which is usually bottom of the funnel retargeting. Now, product aware, you want to reinforce benefits. Honestly, most of my advertising is here, reinforcing benefits and kind of showing off the product. Problem aware, where you want to call out a problem and then slowly steer your product into the ad to show the solution, right? At the end of the day, your product is the solution to their problem. So if they're problem aware, highlight the solution by displaying your product. And then completely unaware, you want to appeal to emotions. This is the most difficult the most difficult awareness level to advertise in. And you have to start off by just tapping into their emotions to get them intrigued enough to watch because they don't know about you, your product, what it does. Okay, so here's some extra notes that I wrote down after going through the chapter again and highlighting some stuff. So your desire plus the performance of your product that most deeply fulfills the desire is an ad concept. So your ad concept consists of a desire and the performance that your product does or gives. Okay? And your ad always begins with your market and steers them toward your product in any level of awareness. Okay? The hardest thing to do in marketing is opening it up to an unaware market. Again, that's completely unaware, level 4. It's very difficult to succeed here. It's not impossible, but you can. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And yeah, I hope you guys watch the next one. Peace.